101. Thank you. Staying in 56. It's not labeled very well. There's Cody. Man, you got a nice wide parking lot. Sweet. Looks like it's gonna rain though eventually. What's up, folks? We're camping with Cody. He's nice enough to let me stay in his camper. We're at Long Show Campground, and we just had a pretty violent storm move through. Luckily, everything's okay. We just got debris laying around here, and the wind is howling. Tournament's in the morning. Got our draws. Got everything tied on, and we got some burgers and dogs. Perfect. Little campfire meal. This is a nice place. Very clean. Got gravel lots here, so even after the storm, you know, nothing's really muddy and there's not sand everywhere. I've been some places where they got sand and, you know, you're constantly tracking stuff in and out of the tent and the trailer, but not here. It's well taken care of. So we're excited. Got good draws. We talked to our boaters. You got, what flight are you?
Sorry?
What flight are you?
Second flight.
Okay, second flight.
Boat
so
29, I think.
Boat 29. So he's weighing in at 210.
Yep.
Is that right? Yeah, 210. I'm sixth flight. 250 weigh in. But 5 o'clock boat check. 6 a.m. start. We're ready to get out there. We're gonna eat some food and chill in the trailer and get some good rest. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, folks. It is tournament day. Truman Lake here. I'm ready to start the BFL. Drew Roger Fitzpatrick again. Fished with him earlier this year. Probably saw the video, but we're gonna go out and make another video. Rumor on the street is it's pretty tough out here. So we're just gonna keep our heads down, try to get a few bites, have fun, make it there and back safely, and leave it all out in the water. Got about 180 boats out here. 6 o'clock start time, and I think we're boat 101. So we're getting ready to take off. They said the national anthem and the prayer. And all that's left to do is to go out there and start casting, see what happens. It's really good watercolor. I like this. Got him. Another hybrid, okay. Man, he smashed it like it sounded like a bass, like a largemouth. But it's a bite though.
Deep. Kentucky's are not 12, right?
I think he said 15 across the board. You see any fry or anything?
He's got better than that. I don't think he's gonna go. Look at the fuck he's at.
It's just the wrong size, yeah.
Gosh, dang it.
Is that a little one or did you see it? No. He finally made his way back in the water. We need to get the boat stuck on a rock pile first. There he is. I don't know. Skinny guy, thank you.
He's good.
He's close.
I think he's good.
Right when he hit the water. I don't think that's 15. Yep. I mean a squeaker. All right, there we go. First fish. Ain't much, but got to start somewhere. That's a good points fish for the co-angler for sure. Long fish are ugly though. No,
Getting good?
I don't think so.
Good, isn't it?
No, I got flying fish. No, he ain't. I gotta bump him though, just because that's what I do. 13. Truman Lake's a lake I've fished a few times, but it's been about 20 years ago. So when I saw that I drew Roger Fitzpatrick, I was excited about that because I knew he would be around some fish, and I desperately needed to put at least one keeper in the boat. I'm sitting 61st in the points. You know, I was sitting 13th after the first Table Rock tournament, and I bombed the second one. I actually zeroed on that one, so it moved me to 61st. So I needed to hit that 45. I need to be sitting around 45 because that's what they take to the regionals. They take the top 45. And that's always the goal, is to make the regionals in a BFL division. So I got that first keeper in the boat. That felt really good. And that fish came on a 1/2 ounce Booyah Covert spinnerbait. Just kind of a white and chartreuse color. We've got gold willow leaf, silver willow leaf, throwing around those bushes. And Roger caught several fish right there. There was a lot of activity in the area. You had white bass schooling, just had a lot of bait fish mingling around, gar, just a little bit of everything. And he caught a couple hybrids on a spook type bait, a walking bait, and he caught some short fish on a Carolina rig. So the lake was up like 3 or 4 feet. You know, there's a lot of cover in the water. They were pulling some current. The lake had been getting a lot of pressure shallow because of all the bushes and stuff in the water. You know, we started off on a main lake point, caught those fish, and, you know, it didn't take long to figure out that we needed to make a move.
Well, that was enough action, man.
Yeah, got a few bites.
Glad that wasn't big.
Me too. We were power fishing. That's a good one, man. Finally got a dang flipping bite.
It's so pretty.
That's not going to help. Roger just missed a good one. I bet if the guy that was buried underneath that tombstone was a fisherman, he'd appreciate you catching a fish off his tombstone. Dang it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Got his booty. Damn, I almost fell. I was trying to get that net. We're on them.
them now.
As the morning wore on, we really started focusing shallow, just trying to figure out what kind of areas these fish were holding in. Were they main lake points, secondary points, you know, back in the coast, how far back in the cuts and the ditches, things like that. Roger was primarily throwing a white swim jig. I believe it was the Omega Custom, and he had a white twin tail grub trailer on there. I was kind of mixing up a white swim jig. I switched to a black and blue swim jig, and I was doing a little bit of flipping. Roger lost several key fish. They just came unbuttoned. These were like fish close to 3 pounds. They were real good quality keepers, and that's kind of fishing, but it was kind of frustrating seeing that happen. I started out, I was flipping a tube, you know, just a green pumpkinish type of tube, and I got a few bites on that. And then I switched to my, you know, one of my all-time confidence baits, which is the June Bug Speed Crawl. And I started getting bit on that, and I was fishing 3/8 ounce weight, 20-pound fluoro, you know, 7-foot floor, so actually 7'3", just flipping stick, you know, just standard stuff. We were flipping in these bushes. Most of these bushes had, you know, 3 to 4 feet of water in there. We're just trying to figure out what kind of bushes they were in. One thing that was key with that swim jig was the grass. There was a little bit of grass that was in the water, and it seemed like you could get some bites around that grass.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Think it'll keep? Yeah, I need the net. That was close. Thank you, I got it. It's close. It just looks bigger because we haven't caught anything in a while. Let's see, I think he's 15. Yep, just barely. Just barely. Just like the other one. Thanks. Jeez.
All right, folks, midday report. It's extremely tough. I got 2 baby keepers in there. Roger's had like a couple 3-pounders come off at the boat, but we're still hunting and pecking. Wind's picked up, sun's out, and the fish are not biting, but we're not going to give up.
That's on a little speed crawl. I don't know. It's one of my confidence things when it gets super tough.
Well, I've been catching them in that grass. That's where the shad are.
Yeah, that's right.
I've lost a couple of nice ones trying to swim.
He's lost a couple. But
And I had one, I don't know, I had a couple I'd like to redo, but I only got about 10 pounds, but I mean, everything I've done's been flipping.
huh.
Everything. Green bush. I ain't had a bite. I ain't had a bite in the willow. I ain't had a bite in the deadfall either. Nothing. I mean, just that, like that, right there.
3/8 ounce weight or
No, I'm throwing half.
half? Yeah.
Black blue clay.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
I think it slowed down a little bit. I'm afraid you might have missed the window. I mean, they were clicking about 9 to 11. They started clicking 9 to 10:30.
I lost a couple, 3 pounds at least. Tried to swing them. Because they hit it with the boat.
Yeah.
Swim jig. And I lost another just keeper, so I should have 3, but dude, I ain't had a keeper bite in 2 hours.
It was about 1 o'clock, and Marcus, aka Mr. Dub Sikora, pulls up, and just to touch base, just to say hi and kind of check up and see how we were doing. He had about 10 pounds, basically doing the same thing we were doing. I had 2 in the boat at this time. Roger still has 0. You know, our check-in time was 2:50, and gosh, you know, he needed some points. He was getting ready to have surgery. He was going to be out for like 3 months. Certainly didn't need a bad tournament on his shoulders while he was laid up at the house. So I was really hoping that things would change. We kept grinding. We started figuring out, and things did change. He made a couple of little adjustments. We figured kind of out what we needed to be doing. We just fine-tuned what we needed to be focused on, and we made a move. We switched to a different part of the lake, and we pulled in this little cut, and things started happening.
Oh gosh, I got one.
There you go.
That fish ate it. Just found a little group of fish. Whew. I think so. Right.
That took forever.
Oh man, I had one. Yep, right in that hole. That green bush, that real green one, right in that little hole. Good work, brother. Best fish of the day right there. Best fish of the day. Grinding. Good job, man. You was bird dogging him, I saw you. Son. That was a 4-pounder.
What it'll look like.
Golly. No, I was on the bottom. He was a good one. Yeah, I pulled him up. I didn't get a good hook set in him. I didn't feel him, you know? It just kind of was heavy, and then when I saw him, I tried to set, and it was too late. I don't think I got a hook in him, but I did that time. Yeah. Coming in.
Good shot.
That was the same fish, but that's his cousin.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them right here.
That's not the same fish. Not even close. I think that's a keeper. Pretty close. He's fatter. Yeah, we finally found a decent stretch. I mean, he is close. I mean, he couldn't be closer.
No doubt 2 pounds.
He was less than a 16th of an inch from touching, but I just couldn't make him touch. There you go. Good job, man. That's a better one. A lot better one. And that green stuff. Found some fish. Finally. Why didn't we start in here, Roger? Oh, I think we started in a good spot too. You know, as a co-angler, I'm always trying to learn. You know, I'm fortunate enough to get good draws and be in boats with people that have been doing this for a really long time. And I got to see something happen today that was really special. You know, I fished with Roger at Lake of the Ozarks, the first BFL of the year. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a little link to it right now. But I got to see him not spin out, keep his head down, try and just keep putting the pieces of the puzzle together. And it ended up working out really well. He made a couple key adjustments. We kind of figured out what the higher percentage bushes were. There was a certain type of bush that seemed to be holding fish. Basically, like 7 out of 10 of those you'd flip, you'd get a bite in. And the other thing that I think was real important that he did, I was throwing a 3/8 ounce, and I was getting some bites as I was pulling my bait up out of the bush. And that means the fish are suspended up in the bush. They're not at the bottom. So I don't know, as the sun got up and the afternoon wore on, if those fish kind of pulled up a little bit higher in the water column. But he noticed that and he dropped his weight size. You know, he slowed the fall down on his pitching bait, and that was the key to get, you know, to getting more bites. I missed a big fish. I had about a four pounder that I pulled up out of a bush. Just didn't get a good hook set in it. That's kind of been the story of my BFLs this year. I've missed a lot of key fish that would have really moved me up in the points. But it was neat to see somebody put all the pieces together and end up having a pretty solid finish. Yeah, that's a little one.
You can see this one. Get it once again when I'm pulling out of the water.
So that fish was on the top of that bush. Good job, brother.
Please get him.
Where's he at? Where's he at? He's in the net.
You got it. I didn't think you got it up there far enough. Good job, buddy.
Oh my God.
I hope he keeps.
It's a good story either way.
I swore.
Oh yeah.
I swore he went that way. You're the man.
Oh no, man. I just saved myself.
Thank you.
Good job, Roger. Way to freaking grind it out, dude. Good job.
I swore I just saw that thing come off like the other four did all day, you know, just right there. Oh my God.
Stuck it out, kept your head in the game. Most people would have been spun out a long time ago.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That sucker just picked it up and he held it. Never did nothing. I went, is that one? He just kind of took it. Yes, it is.
Let him have it. Oh, that's good stuff.
Swore it was not in the net.
I had the net out of the water and I felt something pull down on the net. Then I'm like, he's in there. Thank God.
He went the other way.
I couldn't see him. I lost him in that dirty water.
Where's he at? He said.
He's in the net.
101. 101? Dave, how'd you do?
I got two babies. Two babies.
Two babies.
Two babies. Line burners. Lost a good one, which is typical for my tournaments.
Right at the end, right at the boat. Here's a solid 3.
Yep.
On a jig.
Yep. I got my little lost fish story like I do every tournament. Oh, I had me tore up. That's it. You worked hard for those fish, man. You really did.
1 o'clock, I didn't have any.
I know.
Man, they're in good shape.
They ain't been in there very long. Especially that last one.
I know, that's right.
Yeah, I did. He caught all his fish after noon.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm bra.
Suckers are rowdy.
Yeah. He didn't have anything until about 12 o'clock. He didn't have anything until about 12 o'clock. Oh, we had a great day. We had a great day. It's a good draw, man.
Yeah. You probably learned a lot.
I did. Learned how to keep your mind in the game, for sure.
Turkey qualifiers from last week. We've had 4 of them to the scales. Next one is no stranger to that All-American, Mr. Roger Fitzpatrick, Eldon, Missouri. Finishing that top 10, got to fish that final day of the All-American with a limited day. Still grinding, man. Still working on that left arm, too, I guarantee it. Here, we had a fire on the trailer. It's big crazy. Got a limit today coming in at 11 pounds and 10 ounces, put you in 11th place. And just leave it. Hey, get well. All of it. Surgery on Monday. Good luck. Gabe Montgomery, Jackson, Missouri co-angler. Got a couple of them. Got the fish with the Ozarks fishing legend, the 8-time All-American qualifier. You got 2 today. They go 3 pounds and 4 ounces.
What's up, dude? Good, man. How are you?
Doing good. How many you got?
I had 2 little baby ones, like 3 pounds or something. How'd you do?
I didn't. I had 0.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was tough out there.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
Going good?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
See ya. I'm doing all right, man.
That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Did you like that all right?
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, cool. I'm glad you guys like that. Well, man, I got to follow him.
Okay.
So it's good seeing you guys.
Yeah.
Good luck tomorrow, man.
We'll catch you around.
All right. Yep.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
I think 14-11 is what Bill's got. 14-11.
You might have saw 14 close with the ones that you lost.
What you take?
He lost a couple 3-pounders, right?
You did?
He did.
Well, yeah.
Early.
And went the other way. I sure did.
Pulled that net. I pulled that net up and I felt a little tug in the
Would
net.
not have surprised me at all. Gosh, the things. You know, when you're short lining them, unless he's over 4, I've swung 4-pounders in when they're that close.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've waited on the net and they come off. But, you know, 2 and 3-pounders, man, especially when you've got them coming.
Hey, I enjoyed it, man.
Appreciate it. Me too, man.
Hey, good luck on your elbow, dude. I'll be praying for you.
I appreciate that.
If you want to do a live stream sometime, just let me
I
know.
will. Yep.
You have plenty of time. Got it? All right. See you, buddy. Well, that's a wrap on the tournament. I had like 3-something pounds. I think I finished 73rd, but I did move up in the points. I moved up into that critical 45th spot. So I'm sitting good for the regional. We got 1 more tournament at Lake of the Ozarks. It's a super tournament. So I just need to catch a couple fish and I can make the regional. Roger finished 17th. It's pretty cool to see that happen. You know, he was struggling there, the fish were just coming off. They just weren't staying buttoned up, and he toughed it out, had a pretty solid finish, managed to get a check, had a great time. If you guys are co-anglers out there, you draw Roger, you're going to have a good time. You're going to be around fish, and it's going to be a pleasant day. So appreciate you guys coming along on this tournament adventure. Got 1 more tournament, and I'll be doing some Wednesday night tournaments on some of these local lakes. You can look for that. I typically posting on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I do a live stream on Monday nights at 7:30 Central. Check that out if you're not busy on a Monday night. That's all I got for you. Subscribe, like if you appreciate the content. Until next time.